Hi, I here. This is a reading for the sign of Leo. So we're going to mix it up a little bit and not going to do the normal Celtic cross spread that I've been doing. I just want to try some new things. So this is a spread I've been working on. Still kind of working the kinks out with it and getting comfortable with it. So, bear with me. If you like it, leave a comment. If you don't, make a suggestion, leave a comment as well. But I just want to try this for this cycle of readings, and if it works, then I might keep doing it, and if it doesn't, then I might switch back or try something else. I just want to mix it up a little bit and try some new things. So what we're going to do with this spread is I'm going to pull 2 cards from the Thoth deck, and I'm going to place those right here, and those are going to represent what is going on around you, and then I'm going to put the underside of the Thoth deck right here, and that's going to represent your general energy. And then we'll get a sense of what those cards sort of mean together. Then I'm going to pull 9 cards from the Huge Tarot deck, which is actually the first tarot deck I ever bought years and years ago at a voodoo shop in New Orleans, actually. So we're going to use that to pull 9 cards, and then we're going to just see what sort of message or story unfolds from there. Then, after we get a sense of the general message that's coming through, I'm going to pull 1 card from the Shadow deck. That's going to be what's happening in your unconscious energy, what you're sort of thinking about, what's going on in your mind. And then we're going to see what's on the other side of the Shadow deck to see what you don't see coming. So again, this is a new spread, still practicing with it, but let's just see what happens. All right, so let us tune into the energy of Leo. Okay, so what messages do we have today for the sign of Leo? So if that's your sun, your moon, your rising, whatever, however you identify with the energy of Leo, you can use that as a way to get a sense of how to interpret today's message. You can maybe let that color it or texture it for you. And if it does not resonate with you at all, as always with any tarot, don't force it. You can always watch your other placements, or you can just stick around and see what comes through for the other Leos that are out here. But let's just see what messages come through. And if anything more comes through for you personally, always use your intuition to guide you in receiving whatever messages you need to receive, whatever you're looking to gain from this experience. I mean, again, don't ever force anything, but whatever you need to find, use your own intuition to be open to receiving whatever needs to come through. So, all right, hope you're having a good day so far. Let's see what we got here from the Thoth deck. So as I said, we're going to pull 2 cards from here, and that is going to be what is surrounding you. Okay, so I'm going to place those face down first. Put one here, put one here, and your general energy is the 3 of Pentacles, or discs. So you are likely in a situation where you are feeling the need, or you're beginning to start building something. Whatever ideas are happening in your mind, you are in the process of trying to create those things, either through collaborations with others or by sort of trying to pull together all the things inside of you that make you feel passionate and powerful in your own Leo energy. So what is surrounding you is the Aeon and the 10 of Pentacles. So this looks very, very positive. Whatever you're working on, it looks like it's going to go well. We have some kind of new upgrade occurring here, some new change, maybe in employment, but something very financially viable. So definitely looks like a nice upgrade of either the joy that you are getting from the work that you do or the compensation for the work that you do. But it looks like positive things are opening up for you, and that's great. It feels like Leos have been going through a lot of sort of self-discovery lately, and I'm glad to see this amount of success coming out of whatever it is that you do with your time, whatever work you're working on. It looks like it's gonna go in the right direction. So let's see if we can learn a little bit more about what's happening with this. So this is the Huge Tarot deck. I really like this deck. I've had it for, I don't even know how many years. I've had this thing forever. I had it for years before I even really knew how to even interpret tarot cards. So that's something I learned on, and just always felt a nice connection with this deck. It's based on the traditional tarot deck. I just like the art that's in it. It's got nice art. The color choices are interesting. Not as vivid as the Thoth deck, but still nice pictures. Alright, so we're going to pull 9 cards from these. I'm going to pull these face down, and then we're going to lift them up little by little. So let's put some here in the middle. Okay, and then what is on the other side of this deck is the theme of the reading. Tower. Okay, so whatever this upgrade is that is coming in, it is coming with a letting go of something. Something has got to give, and maybe this is why you're upgrading. Whatever is coming in is a major change. It's a new era of your life is beginning that's going to be very lucrative and fruitful, and it's going to be based on you building things that you feel good about. But something's going to have to happen first. Something chaotic is likely going to occur that's going to jumpstart this new whatever this new thing is. So let's get then a sense of how this story starts. So here we have the Page of Wands. So feeling restless is the vibe I'm getting. You're ready to get going. You're ready to get started. You're ready to start doing things and making things happen. But maybe you're not really sure how. You want to build things. You're feeling this need to actually start creating, but you're not really sure how to get things started. And honestly, you probably are trapped in whatever situation you're currently in, and that's preventing you from being able to use the power of the wand that you know you have in your possession and are just not properly utilizing. And you know that whatever you do with it is going to be successful. So that's a good place to start. You got a passionate start. You're ready to get started. I mean, it's good to be ready to start at the start. I'll say that. So let's see what next we get. The World and the Two of Wands. So maybe you're getting ready to completely expand your world. Maybe that's through travel, or this whatever this new opportunity is that you are entering into, whatever this upgrade is. I suspect it is going to take you out of your comfort zone, and you're sort of motivated to increase whatever it is that you do and become more. How do I say this? Like you're ready to go on an adventure to expand your vision of how you see the world, and it's going to help you as an individual expand as well. The more that you take in, the more that you see, the more you are going to grow and benefit from this. So, definitely feeling that unleash the lion in the cage kind of energy from what's happening here. And then again, we have the Aeon and the World here. So, this is the final stage of change before we get to the World card there. So I feel very much that this is the beginning of a new era for you, and it's going to be a very expansive one that's sort of themed around exploration and expanding yourself and seeing things that you've never seen or been exposed to. You're leaving this tower to go on this journey. You're passing through the gate to see the rest of the world. So that's awesome. So then let's see what next is confirmed here. We have the Eight of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. So with the Page of Pentacles, okay, so let's see, how does this fit in with things? So with the Eight of Swords, there's a little bit of self-deception here. Maybe you are the person that is keeping yourself locked in this cage, and you're realizing that with this Page of Wands energy, you're ready to unleash your potential. But it's a matter of actually, you have the desire to get started, but maybe not the know-how to get started. So you have this Page of Pentacles energy, which is very, very practical. Again, we have two pages here, which are they're sort of anxious to get, to start seeing the world. They've got that young, maybe not quite adolescent, but that sort of, like, that curiosity. It's not that restlessness of, I have to necessarily, like, leave this place right now, but this desire, this longing to grow up and see what is out there. Right? It's not this sort of restlessness of a knight, but the curiosity of maybe seeing the knight and wanting to figure out, how do I become that person? So again, I don't think you've really truly started this journey yet, but you're ready to go on it. You're fueled by passion. You're fueled by a desire to learn how to build a. Eventually, you want to get to this energy of this Ten of Pentacles. And so the Page of Pentacles is now in the very earliest stages of that, wanting to figure out how do I build my wealth and build a foundation that I can survive on as I'm going through whatever this travel or journey or new project or whatever this new thing is for you. But again, you're sort of blinded by your thoughts. Maybe there's a little bit of energy here of doubt, of realizing that you have the passion to do what you want to do, but maybe again you realize you don't have the know-how yet, and you need to figure out how you're actually going to be able to develop your skills to progress through whatever this new situation or adventure is going to be. But you've got the desire. Just don't deceive yourself into thinking you can't do it just because you don't know how to do it yet. Is the vibe I'm getting here. So let's see. At the center of everything is competition, conflict, fighting against other people. So yeah, I'm getting the vibe that whatever it is that you are wanting to engage in or become a part of, I think you have a sense of inadequacy that is self-imposed. I think you are deceiving yourself into thinking that you can't accomplish what you want to accomplish because you look at other people and you see the quality of what they do and you feel like you just don't live up to that. And so you're letting that sort of attack you and keep you caged in rather than just doing things your way and expanding and learning how to grow from this Page of Pentacles energy into eventually developing a whole kingdom, essentially, of the whatever it is that you work on. So yeah, you're ready to get going, but you're holding yourself back. Don't let your doubts keep you from being able to achieve what you really know you're capable of achieving, or what you maybe feel you're capable of achieving, but are sort of deceiving yourself intellectually into talking yourself down from really going into your full power here. And maybe that's what the Tower is. Maybe it's not actually a situation that needs to be broken, but maybe it is this weight on your shoulders of doubting yourself and not being able to really feel in your own power. So definitely want to be able to work on that. And I see you as being able to rise above the crowd in this Five of Wands. I'm actually curious if we see a Six of Wands here at some point. To show you being victorious at some stage in this process. But again, I think you are your own worst enemy here. You're convincing yourself that there is things holding you back, but I think the thing holding you back is really this illusion that you're just not good enough. And maybe you don't have those skills yet, but you will get them eventually. So, stay motivated and keep trying to perfect yourself, and you will eventually be able to get whatever it is you're trying to work towards. Okay, so here we have a Six of Swords and the Lovers. Okay, so that's interesting. So yeah, you're going to have to make a choice at some point here. Lover's card is always making some sort of commitment to something and really saying, this is what I'm going to do. So I think this doubt is keeping you from being able to make this full commitment to really putting your time and energy into what it is that you feel is important to you. But again, we get a sense of that's changing. I was hoping to see a Six of Wands, but a Six of Swords is not bad either, because this is, if what's holding you back is this doubt and self-deception that you can't accomplish what you need to accomplish, then perhaps the solution to that is reevaluating the way that you are sort of seeing yourself in whatever situations you're a part of, and maybe taking the time to reevaluate how you feel about, the quality of what you do will allow you to understand that this Eight of Swords is not actually a cage, it's just a perceived cage. And once you let go of that, then you'll be able to really commit and choose to put the time and effort into what it is that you want to do, and you can gain this power above just this page level, again, to get to this Ten of Pentacles that we're really hoping for. And that'll really be the opening of this new era of your life once you realize that I'm going to commit to the things that I know I can do and the things that make me feel important or empowered. That's really going to change the way you view your life and the sort of happiness that you're getting from whatever it is you're spending your time working on. So let's see then what we have here. So here we have the Knight of Swords. So there's that Knight energy of restlessly wanting to get out there. So perhaps what it is that you're working on is maybe some sort of new way of approaching a problem. Maybe the reason you're feeling a bit of inadequacy is because the way that you approach whatever it is that you work on is different from everyone else's. So it maybe feels like you're sort of the rookie in the room, but again, I think you are passionate about the way you do what you do, or whatever it is that you have sort of ready to unleash into the world. You have some new exciting idea that I think you really want to send out there to people, and you want to build off of this idea. You want to build a new way of doing whatever type of work you are a part of, like if whatever skills that you are, whatever skills you're using in your job or your work, your unique way of doing it your way is going to be something that is going to allow new opportunities to be built off of the standard model of however this other people do these things. And again, don't sell yourself short and think, oh well, I can't accomplish this because my way of doing them is weird and other people don't really understand that. And that's fine if they don't understand it. Just commit to what you know you can do well. Be willing to adapt to when people give you feedback, but channel that energy of the Knight of Swords and commit to really thinking through how you do what you do. And don't be careless. The Knight of Swords, he can be a little cold and careless sometimes, but he knows what he wants to do and he knows how to accomplish it. And I think if you channel that energy and again commit to really perfecting what it is that you do with this amount of passion, this amount of reflective and positive reflective energy, and the commitment to really keep working on bettering yourself and pursuing this vision that you have, you're going to be able to build this new structure of in your life that's going to allow you to be successful, and it's going to open up a whole new era of your life where you're going to feel much more grounded and happy and positive about what you do. So you need to leave the tower. You need to let go of this negativity that's holding you back and saying, I can't really accomplish this because it's not the way other people do things. Just let go of that way of thinking. And stay true to what you do, and I think you're going to be really happy to see how you're able to, eventually there might be a little bit of time needed to improve how you're doing things, but by doing it your way, you're going to stand out, and I think that's what's going to allow you to be successful, is because even if it maybe does not produce the same quality results immediately, the fact that you're doing it in a unique way is going to help you stand out above the crowd. So that's the message I'm getting from here. Again, like I said, this is a new spread, so I'm just trying things, so I'm still getting a feel for it. But if other messages, of course, come through, then, take those as they feel right to you. So the last thing we're going to do now is we're going to pull one card from the shadow deck, and then we're going to see what's on the bottom of that. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. So the card I pull first is going to be what is in your unconscious energy, what you're thinking about, what's going on in your head. And then the underside of the deck is going to be what you don't see coming. Okay, so let's see. We have a Five of Cups. Okay, so some sort of emotional anguish is happening for you right now. Again, I think this is related to this Eight of Swords in the Tower. I think in your unconscious energy, again, I feel this sense of doubt, that you're worried about the competition that's in the middle. You're concerned that you're not going to be able to keep up with the quality of what they produce. And again, I want to reiterate, don't let that hold you back just because you're don't be worried about comparing yourself to others. Be making sure that you're improving what you do, but don't be concerned about how you stack up with other people. That's only going to lead to these negative emotions that are going to end up sabotaging you and making you feel stuck when you don't have to be. So what you don't see coming is the Queen of Swords, which, yeah, I feel like if the issue here is that you are struggling with your own sort of insecurities and your thoughts are being the thing that's sort of weighing you down and holding you back, the Queen of Swords is going to be this positive, comforting, thoughtful energy that's going to allow you to not, ignore the things that you're realizing as you're thinking through how you do things, but it's going to be a more nurturing sort of logical energy. This is going to be what is going to allow you to accept your faults and not let them necessarily be things that hold you back so much as the things that are going to allow you to grow and develop. Cold, hard reason is still going to be what navigates you and allows you to think through what you're experiencing, but it's going to be in a positive light that allows you to get closer to this Six of Swords energy of positive reflection on what you're doing, and realizing that, yeah, you might not be perfect, but again, I think what is really special about whatever it is that you do is the unique way that you do it. You have this new way of coming in and saying, this is how we're going to do this project, this is how things are going to work out. And I think that's going to allow you, again, to be able to stand out above the rest of the crowd here. So, yeah, a pretty good reading so far. Here what we got. I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. And like I said, I'm trying this new spread out. I don't feel quite as strong at doing it as I do with Celtic crosses, so I'm still working through the kinks, but I think it's kind of a nice, interesting change, and again, if this isn't something that works well, I might switch to something else, but if you have any comments or feedback, please, post it down below. But that's all I have for you today, so I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.